Hello guys, today I will be telling you a personal story. I would like to share with you one of the most satisfying and one thing I love to do most. And many times when I speak to people, I try to get them to start teaching because I love teaching so much and I think it's very easy and it's something everybody can do. But when I was beginning, there were things I was not very comfortable with. There were things I wish I knew before I started teaching, and I didn't know how to do those things. Today, probably you want to begin teaching, and knowing these things will make your teaching life very easy. So I'm going to share with you only five things to always remember every time when the classes are going very well, when they're not going very well, when you lose your patience, when you're very happy, all the emotions that come with teaching, because it's a very satisfying job. But like any other job, sometimes it becomes difficult. So one thing you should always remember, the most important thing is, if somebody is learning a language, no matter what their age, they're babies. So think of a baby. Imagine the baby. What can they do? What can't they do? When they are trying to learn, for example, how to walk, how do they learn how to walk? How do they learn how to talk? How many mistakes do they make? How many trials do they have to do? If somebody teaching this person or this baby is not patient, if they want to rush through things, the baby will not walk. You will not see results. So when you're teaching, keep this in mind. Maybe the person you're working with is 40 years old, but he is a baby, she is a baby in the language. So remember, how do you deal with a baby? You don't get angry at them, you don't scream. When you explain something and they don't understand it, you don't get angry. You explain it again, because even adults, sometimes we don't understand things when they explain them. So you have to be patient and remember, this is a baby I'm working with. Even if it's an old person, they're babies in the language. So baby steps. And the other four things I will share with you, they have the same message if you pay attention. They have the same mentality. The other thing is modeling. Now, I don't mean like the models or anything, but this is something sometimes teachers can forget, or something I wasn't doing when I was starting my teaching career. When you ask a student, for example, what can you see? For example, you show a picture and you say, what can you see in the photo? And you notice they're struggling. Don't sit and look at them and watch them and say, okay, figure it out. Let's see. I'm waiting for you. Even if you say, oh, relax, you can do it, this is not going to help. But instead, you have to show. So how do you show a baby? For example, if you tell a baby, you have to, let's say, I can't think of an example, but if you're teaching a baby to do something, for example, walk, you show them and you walk. For example, shower, do their hair, tie their shoelaces. You have to show, not to ask them to do it. Because imagine a baby, you tell them, tie your shoelaces. They will not know what to do. This will not be helpful for the baby, not for you, and it will be frustrating for you. So show them and then ask them to do it. Going back to the example of a picture, for example, you share a picture in your class and you ask the student to speak about the picture. What do? You show them, you make an example. Not just one example, 1, 2, 3, as many examples as it takes for the student to be comfortable to do the example by themselves. So, for example, you say, in this picture, I can see a dog. in this picture, I can see people eating ice cream. So share what you see in an example. Don't just ask them to do. You show them. So you model. That's called modeling in teaching. And the other thing is encouraging. So you've showed them what to do. The next good thing to do when they take their first step, for example, let's go back to the example of a baby. They start to walk slowly by slowly. You're not going to say, look at you, you're walking in a very poor way and you're falling. No. You're not going to say, you're falling, you shouldn't fall. Keep walking. No. You're going to say, yeah, your first step is amazing. Let's continue. That is going great. So the baby will continue walking. I think you see this with parents. When the baby is walking, they're like, yeah, come. But the baby is walking like this. They're not walking perfectly. But the parents are like, yeah. They're just happy to see this baby walk. So it's the same thing you should do as a teacher. For example, your student makes a mistake, a grammatical mistake. You don't say, no, let's correct the mistake. No, they have made a sentence. Go on with that. You don't have to make a perfect sentence because remember, again, this is a baby. They're just beginning to take their first steps. You must celebrate the first steps to see the next steps, to see the perfect steps. So keep that in mind. The other thing is, well, don't pay attention to seeing the progress, seeing them develop the movement. Have fun. Sometimes do something that's stupid, like singing, like anything, tongue twisters. For example, I was talking to one of the teachers and I told her you should do tongue twisters in class. And she said, I can't do the tongue twisters. I said, that's okay. You don't have to be perfect to be a teacher. I'm going to explain more about this in the next 5th tip. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to know everything. Teachers, we cannot know everything, but you just have to know a little bit more than your student. So hopefully that little bit is enough to cover all the questions that your student has. But in case you can't, like babies, sometimes babies ask, Mom, why does this happen? And the mom has no answer. You don't get angry or you don't lie. You say, my dear, I don't know. And you research and you get to know. That's the beauty of teaching because you also learn all the time and you can learn from everyone. So that's the beauty of teaching, explaining the point of having fun. When you don't know something, for example, the tongue twister example I gave, you don't have to say it extremely fast. You just have to know how to read those words. So sometimes you just have to know just a little bit more than your student before you teach. And the 5th tip is, I wish I knew this in the first years because I thought I had to know every single thing, which is impossible because languages are always evolving. And even if you're an English professor in a university and you're 80 years old, you will still have things that you don't know because sometimes language changes according to the area that you live in, according to the age. For example, an 80-year-old may not know the slangs in English used by teenagers, but it's English, but they don't know it just because it's a different age group. So teachers, we cannot know everything, and feel comfortable with that. Get comfortable with it. If you don't know something, Google it. We have Google. It explains everything. So those are the tips I thought I would share with you. You could share with me anything you know about teaching or something you've just learned or you always use in your classes. Thank you so much. I hope these were helpful. Bye-bye. Have a great time. Subscribe to my channel.